सेंटर्स में दफातर में लगाने की ज़रूरत है। वो वहाँ की एसोसिएशन को या वहाँ का बिल्डर अगर अभी भी कंट्रोल में है उसको लगाने की ज़रूरत है। वो सारा प्रोसेस हमने स्टार्ट कर दिया है ताकि इस तरह का कोई सानिया मुस्तकबिल में ना हो। मुश्किल चीज़ है, चैलेंजिंग चीज़ है, लेकिन अमला काम कर और इंशाअल्लाह शहरियों की मदद से, बिकॉज़ सारे शहरी जो हैं वो इस सानिया के बाद गम गुस्से के साथ परेशान भी हैं, क्योंकि ये वाक़या किसी के साथ भी खुदा न खास्ता हो सकता है। तो इंशाअल्लाह लोगों की मदद के साथ, उनकी कोऑपरेशन के साथ हुकूमत इस मामले को एड्रेस करने जा रही है। और आप मीडिया के दोस्तों से भी मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, जहां कमी कोताही हो उसको एड्रेस करें और जहां हम अच्छी नीयत के साथ सही काम कर रहे हैं उसको सपोर्ट करें, ताकि मुस्तकबिल में इस तरह का कोई वाक़या किसी और के साथ ना हो।
सर, तादाद बता दीजिएगा, कितनी तादाद जो है जहाँ भाग हो चुके हैं, कितनी आइडेंटिफिकेशन हो चुकी है। साथ ही ये भी बताइएगा कि कौन कौन से फ्लोर जो है इस वक्त क्लियर करार दे दिए गए हैं।
मैं इस वक्त एग्जैक्ट नंबर आपको नहीं दूंगा, बिकॉज नंबर का प्रोसेस मैं आपको सुबह दे पाऊंगा। मेरी पुलिस सर्जन से बात हुई थी, 3 मज़ीद डेड बॉडीज़ हैं जिनकी DNA के ज़रिए आइडेंटिफिकेशन हो गई है। वो सैम्पलिंग उन्होंने की थी 56 लोगों से, उसके बाद 3 के ऊपर कॉन्फर्मेशन आ गई है। तो वो सिलसिला चल रहा है, लेकिन मैं सुबह आपको उसका एग्जैक्ट नंबर दूंगा, बिकॉज़ कहीं ना कहीं मुझे रिकॉर्ड में थोड़ी सी डिस्टॉर्शन नज़र आती है, बिकॉज़ हमें कंप्लेन की गई है गालिबन 81 अफराद की जो मिसिंग है, और 2/3 बिल्डिंग इस वक्त क्लियर हो चुकी है, मज़ीद डेड बॉडीज़ नहीं मिली। तो इसलिए मैं इस वक्त कोई कमेंट उसके ऊपर नहीं करना चाहूँगा। चीज़ों को एक बार वेरीफाई कर लिया जाए, उसके बाद मैं तफसीलात आपको दे दूँगा। जहाँ जहाँ शनाख्त हो चुकी है वो नंबर्स हम आपको देते रहें, लेकिन मज़ीद जहाँ पे शनाख्त अभी तक नहीं हो पाई है वो नंबर मैं अगर दूँगा तो फिर अगेन चहमगोइयाँ स्टार्ट हो जाती हैं। जी बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू।
मेयर कराची मुर्तज़ा वहाब की गुल प्लाजा के बाहर मीडिया से गुफ्तगू जारी थी। उनका कहना था कि लापता अफराद की तफसीलात और मिलने वाली बॉडीज़ में फ़र्क है। बिल्डिंग का 70% से ज़ायद हिस्सा क्लियर कर दिया गया है। 81 अफराद के लापता होने की तस्दीक हुई है। आपको आगाह करें हैं कि मेयर कराची की गुल प्लाजा के बाहर मीडिया से गुफ्तगू जारी थी। लापता अफराद की तफसीलात और मिलने वाली बॉडीज़ में फ़र्क है। बिल्डिंग का 70% से ज़ायद हिस्सा क्लियर कर दिया गया है। गुल प्लाजा जहाँ 2 दिन पहले आतिशबाजी हुई थी, वहाँ पर अभी कुछ
Previously, you backed that deal. Is it now your position that the deal should not go ahead?
I think that they, when they originally were going to do it, they were talking about doing some concept of ownership. But now they're looking to essentially just do a lease and sell it. And I'm against that. It's a reasonably nothing like Greenland, but it's a reasonably important area of the globe. Not to anywhere near Greenland, but I think they should keep it. I don't know why they're doing it. Do they need money?
Mr. President, with your support to the Syrian government, most probably you avoided another civil war and a bloodshed in Syria, especially after the fall of the regime.
I did a good job.
And, the Syrian government, the last 2 weeks, had to use some force to implement its force on specific areas. And
well,
with
to keep the prisoners, the terrorist prisoners, which are some of the worst in the world, at bay. So they were able to keep that. He's working very hard. The president of Syria is working very, very hard. Strong guy, tough guy, pretty rough resume. But you're not going to put a choir boy in there and, get the job done. I spoke with him yesterday because we were talking about the prisons and, what was going on. We have some of the worst terrorists in the world in those prisons, and he's watching them.
Syria.
Mr. President, Gavin Newsom is going to be at Davos if he's not already there. You're probably going to run into him. I presume that this is for him to raise his platform for 2028, but what do you anticipate his foreign policy platform is going to be?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know that he's going to be the nominee. I know this. I had a very good relationship with Gavin Newsom when we were, in office together. I was president. He was the governor of California. We had he would talk about it often, and somewhere we just went astray. I just hate the way California is being run. We actually have people leaving. It's never happened before, but I hate the way it's being run. He and I had a very good relationship, really close to the word exceptional, but now we seem not to.
Thank you, President Trump. You spoke earlier.
Mr. President, you've been hearing from allies.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you so much, President Trump. Kara Kastanova from Lindell TV, and you spoke earlier about the 2020 election. now that Maduro is in U.S. custody and he was criminally charged, has any more information emerged that you could share with us regarding Venezuelan election software and Venezuelan ties to tampering with the 2020 election? And would you consider speaking to Maduro personally in prison in New York to get some answers on Venezuela's involvement with the 2020 election?
No, I don't think I would be doing that. I think my lawyers would be very unhappy if I did that. Yeah, they've learned some things. Please.
What happens to the tariff threat to Greenland if the Supreme Court comes out and rules against you on the tariffs? And
Well, I'll have to use something else. I mean,
are
look,
you willing to use force?
you know, take a look at the word license, take a look at other things. I mean, we have other alternatives. But what we're doing now is the best, the strongest, the fastest, the easiest, the least complicated.
Sir, if you move ahead with the Greenland-related tariffs on Europe, you secured almost $1 trillion of commitments from them to invest in the United States. Does that go kaput out the window if that happens?
I doubt it. Look, they need that agreement very badly with us. They really do. They fought very hard to get it. So I doubt that, but we'll see what happens. We have a lot of meetings scheduled on Greenland. I'm leaving tonight, as you know, for Davos, and we have a lot of meetings scheduled on Greenland. And I think things are going to work out pretty well, actually.
And so
Thank you, Mr. President. Will you still go to Paris for the G7 emergency meeting as offered by President Macron?
No, I wouldn't do that. No. Because, you know, Emmanuel's not going to be there very long. And, you know, there's no longevity there. He's a friend of mine. He's a nice guy. I like Macron. But he's not going to be there very much longer, as you know. And I think, you know, I have meetings with the people that are directly involved, not some of the people you're talking about.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Happy
You know, I've
New Year.
never seen this room like this. Is this a celebration of the first year? Yes. Have you ever seen it? I've never seen this many. I hope we have a very good structural floor. You know, this used to be a swimming pool. You're sitting over a swimming pool. I could see that happen. But we need a good structure here, don't we, huh? Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Happy 1 year anniversary.
Thank you.
And my question is on Syria. The Kurds, as the most loyal U.S. partners, facing attacks by some Syrian elements within the Syrian government. Will you do to ensure the Kurdish rights protected and their effective forces against terrorism in Rojava, Syria continued, as the Kurdish see you as a president does not abandon his allies?
Well, I like the Kurds, but just so you understand, the Kurds were paid tremendous amounts of money, were given oil and other things, so they were doing it for themselves, more so than they were doing it for us, but we got along with the Kurds, and we are trying to protect the Kurds. That's good.